All right, good morning. It is Saturday, October 18th, 2025, and the title of today's episode is DIY Day. After I'm done with our episode here, we are going to go upstairs and do a couple of huge projects that frankly, we've been putting off for a while. You know how it is, right? It's like, oh, but I'm so busy. Oh, I'm so tired. I need to recoup. I need to rest. So we have had, because of fall break, 2 full days of resting and recouping. Am I fully recouped? No. From that cough, you can hear that I am not fully recouped. But there are huge projects that need to get done over this break, and today is the day. So, rain or shine, we're getting it done. No matter how I feel. So, we're getting it done. All right. Well, connections. Let's see what we got. Yeah, the main project that we have today, 2 projects in the kids' room. We need to put up a new set of blinds. Their blinds are disgusting and gross and old, and we actually bought the new ones, and they're the right length and size. We just need to install them into the frame of the window. And then the other project is what do we need to do? Oh, we're gonna put shelves up in their closet, and we've put up way too many shelves in our house. I know how to do it. I can probably do it with my eyes closed. So we're gonna put those shelves in, and it's gonna be good. So. All right, well, in the connections puzzle, I've got hand, hawk, pedal, skate, bacon, sell, pickle, cage, dodge, coast, forward, breeze, cruise, racket, float, and trade. So I know this probably is not 2 of them. Maybe they are. I don't know. But bacon is a cut of like a ham. A hawk is a cut of ham. But I didn't see other things. There's the Chevy Cruze. But I don't think it's spelled like that. I think it has a Z instead. Ford. Oh, hey, good morning, Callie. Didn't see you there. Driving soon, but listening. Oh, good. Well, listen safely on the road. My mini time today is 1 minute and 46. Try to beat it. All right, fun. Nothing is standing out, honestly. Trade sounds like trade. Just spelled a different way. It's what do you call that? Can't think of the word. To coast, to skate, to pedal, oh, to cruise through, to coast through, to skate through, to breeze through. Do it with ease. No! It's 1 away. Oh, to float through. Coast, cruise, breeze, and float. Oh, you're freaking kidding me. Okay, well, we removed the wrong one. Okay, we're getting rid of the wrong one. Okay, so skate. Breeze, maybe. All right, I see another one. How about racquetball, pickleball, handball, pedal ball, hawk ball, bacon ball. That sounds yummy. Bacon ball. Dodgeball. Duh. Dodgeball. All right. Words before ball in sports. We're on our last life here. Last guess, because I sat there thinking about this one. Cruise, skate, breeze, float. about cage, cell. Honestly, I don't know. You're in a cage, you're in a cell, you're in a hawk? I don't know. I've never heard of this. The only hawk I know is like a cut of a pig. Ham hocks. Trade? Why does it spell like that? Skate. I'm going to shuffle it. This is making no sense. Okay, trade, but it looks like trade, Trade, but it's Trayed, put on a tray. Breeze. Like the wind, or you can breeze through something. Cage. I'm trying to think of what this is related to. Cage and cell. Cruise. Like you can cruise through something. I'm going to breeze through it. I'm going to cruise through it. Ford. Trade, Ford. Do those go together? They have D on the end. Tray, like 3. 4, like Four. Maybe I'm barking up the wrong tree here. Pedal. Like pedal a bike. You can coast on a bike. Bacon, like a hawk. Ham hawk, bacon. Pig. I'm thinking pig now. Maybe I just need some bacon in my life. Hawk. I don't know what that means. I thought hawk was just like ham hocks. Float. To float through, right? To breeze through. To cruise through. To float through. To skate through. But then to coast. So which is it? I think it's these 3. Or these 4, I mean. You already guessed it. You already guessed it. And then cell and cage. I literally don't know. I don't know. To breeze through. To cruise through. To skate through. To float through. I don't know. I literally cannot tell you any of these. Isn't that what I said? Isn't that what I said? To breeze through, to coast through, to float through, to skate through. Nope. Nope. Big thumbs down on this one. Green category, words before ball in sports. Dodgeball, handball, pickleball, racquetball. To glide. I swear I said these. To breeze through, to coast through, to float through, to skate through. Oh, and then I said cruise, to cruise through. Like Tom Cruise, I guess. And then I guess we'll get to the other one. Blue, prolific actors. Kevin Bacon, Nicolas Cage, Tom Cruise, and Harrison Ford. Purple was homophones for synonyms for vend. Sell, S-E-L-L. Hawk? What does hawk mean? Hawk. To pedal, P-E-T-A-L, petal. And to trade, Trade. Yeah, big double thumbs down on this puzzle. This was poop. This was a terrible puzzle. Yeah, I didn't enjoy that one at all. All right, well, I guess the time to beat today is 1 minute and 46 seconds. Oh, it's a long one. It's a big one. Let's see. Start solving, huh? Class for dummies. I don't know. Fuzzy boot brand. What, Uggs? Metal sought by a miner. Or TSA pre-check. Me. Moi. The Da Vinci Code author Dan Brown. I know that. Fan base of major K-pop. How about like preteens? The world's fastest growing religion with nearly 350 million new observers. That I don't know. Atheism. People are walking further away from God lately. Like a thick winter jacket. Ticketmaster purchases. What, this tickets, right? No, let's do the down ones. Tool in a grooming kit. Okay, how about comb? So then this one is incorrect. Here, let's erase all of that. Helpful, whoops, I erased too much. Helpful nuggets from experts. I don't know. Publish again. Something. How about reissue? Skyward gust of air. Updraft. Record of the year and best new artist. Grammys. Millennials cohort. Gen Y, but we don't refer to it as Gen Y. Alfa Romeo. Class for dummies. C blank R. Oh, CPR. That's funny. Fan base. Oh, BTS Army. The world's fastest growing religion. Oh, Islam. Like a thick winter jacket. Puffy. An S for seats. All right, we didn't even come close to your... I don't know how you did it in 1 minute and 46 seconds, because it's a long one. Even just reading the ideas, reading the different clues would take you 1 minute and 46 seconds. So I don't know how you did that. Yeah, 2 minutes 42. Not that it's a race. It's not a race. We're having fun. Just need to scald the back of my throat just a little bit with some ginger tea. All right. There we go. Class for dummies. CPR. That's clever. Very clever. Fuzzy boots brand. Uggs. Metal sought by a miner. Or. TSA pre-check. Me in Marseille. Moi. The Dan Brown Da Vinci Code. I actually have a copy of it. I don't think I've ever read it. I should. Fan base of a major K-pop supergroup, BTS Army. Interesting. The world's fastest growing religion with nearly 350 million new observers in the past decade. Wow. Islam. Like a thick winter jacket, say. Puffy, like a puffy coat. Ticketmaster purchases seats. Tool in a grooming kit. A comb. Yeah. I might need a comb this morning. Doing okay. Helpful nuggets from experts. Pro tips. Yeah. Publish again as a magazine edition. Reissue. Skyward gust of air is an updraft. Record of the year and best new artist, Grammys. Millennials cohort, informally, Gen Y, but we don't say Gen Y. It looks weird. It feels weird to say. Gen X, Gen Z, but there's one in the middle. It's millennials. That's funny. Alfa Romeo, the sports car. Sweet. All right. Boy, Pips was a little embarrassing yesterday. We had a very long easy puzzle. Should not have taken as long as it did. All right. So a bunch that are equal. Higher than 4. Could be higher than 4. Maybe that. What are 2 that equal 9? Well, that's got to be 6 and 3. So then greater than... Oh, excuse me, that's less than. Whoops, less than 4. So I feel like we need that one there. What? Eight. Am I like less than 4? And that one. Okay. These easy ones are a little more than easy lately. Just want to put that out there. They're a little more medium than easy. All right. Okay, a bunch of zeros. A couple that equal 10. Another that equal 10. What do we have that could be a 0? How about this as a 0? Is there a 1 and 4? There is a 1 and 4. And then our zeros could go here. And then another 1 with something. I'm going to save that one because that could be anything. See a bunch of 3s that could go here, or 6s that could go here. Now the tricky part to this is 2 equal, like it's a pair, right? So it's got to go here is that 5. Is there a 4 and 6? There's not a 4 and 6. All right, less than. There's only 1 5 left, so it can't be, this has got to be 4 and 6. But in what order? That's what I want to know. About less than, we could put this one here. Oh, we might need that one for this. Oh, there is a 6 and 6. Good show. Okay, and then 1 and 6. And then one of them that's... Is that the only stipulation? Greater than? Looks like we're playing Tetris in this one. Isn't that funny? Look, the Tetris piece is going to fall right into this area, right in that place. Funny. All right. Well, a lot going on. 29. Good night. So we had 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 last time, and they equaled 30. So this is going to be 6s and 1, 5 somewhere. I'm thinking it's going to be this, and then a bunch that are unequal. These have got to equal. Is there a 3? There's not a 3 piece, so the 0 can't go there. Just thinking out loud here. So then the other 6, and then this has to be greater than, so maybe the 4. Oh, come on. Why would you do that? Boom, boom. So these have to be up and down like this. 2 that are equal. There's a double there. And then a couple that equal. So then we put this one here. I just saw this 8 right here. That has to be 8. But there's not 2 together that equal. All right, we're going to have to revisit this. Because we need a 1 and a 2 maybe. 1s and then maybe 2s. That could be. And then we need a 6 back. And then a bunch that are not equal to each other. So how about a 0? We have a 5. Hey, not too bad. Not too bad. We did the hard puzzle, I think, in better time than some of these other ones. 2 minutes and 6 seconds. Yeah, a bunch that are not equal to each other. That kind of has to be for last, right? Because you're like, okay, what's left? And they can't be equal. The starter had to be 29, right? So yesterday, I think it was just yesterday, we had one that was all 6s. So 5 6s makes 30. So 29 would be one less than that. So 4 6s and then a 5. One less. And then a couple corners that had to be, right? So like 8, this one is in a corner. It had to be 6 and 2. This one had to be doubles, right? Had to be equal to each other. This is a funny way to count to 7, right? 0, 1, 6. It's silly. And then this one had to face the other direction. So we made it work. We made it work. 2 minutes and 6 seconds. Let's see how we did on time for these other ones. Nearly the same time. Medium. All 0s. 1 and 1 for 2. Anytime there's a 12, it's got to be the 6 and 6. And in fact, there was a double today, so it had to be that. And then this one pushed the double 3 up into the corner. And then because, you know, odd, even, pairs, this one, the 10, had to be the 5 and 5. Interesting. And then the extra medium easy puzzle that we did in pretty much the same amount of time. Oh boy. Yep. And that one, once we got the 3s and figured out where, it just fell into place. All right. Let's play the Wordle. We're still in hard mode. And we are... Aranha came on yesterday and tried to come up with a word I should start with, but he did it after I started. And just as a general rule, I don't look at the chat during the Wordle, right? So just to keep it, I don't know, to keep it fair, keep it honest, I guess. I don't know. I don't like when people spoon feed me answers, so I don't look at it. But a starting word, that could have been great, maybe like a minute before. I just said a 5-letter word. How about? Great. A little bit of help. We got an A and an E, but not in that place. Place? I just said the word place too, and that does fit. No help there either. Okay. So it could be an EA word, but it's like at the beginning, right? I'm trying to think of words that go like consonant EA. No, it can't be EA. Ah, boy. Okay. Because the A can't go in the middle. Dang. Okay. Back to the drawing board on that. What if it's like blank A blank E blank? EN? That's a common ending. ES? Let's try EN. What happens there? Flaxen is a 6-letter word. Oh, that's a word. Haven. No way. Yes. Oh my gosh. Okay, I was fully prepared to like guess another word. I was fully what was the other one I thought of? Waxen. I went, "Oh, waxen," because I saw the X as like my filler letter, and I went, maybe it's not as frequently used. Maybe I'll come up with something else. And then I thought of like VEN. That's pretty, I don't know how common, not super common, but I thought, "Oh, haven." I'm impressed. Thank you, Callie. Thank you. You're not still on the road, are you? I worry about people driving, That California traffic, man. You got to be careful out there. Oh. Haven. Nice. Nice. Okay. Strands. Let's do it. 102 days of Strands. My cough is more productive today, which I guess is a good thing. Doesn't that mean it's on the tail end? I hope. I don't know. By the way, I just love it when you didn't beat me in the mini. I love it when you brag. Yeah, of course. I'm surprised actually that you were able to do it in that short amount of time, because 1 minute and 46 seconds is like lightning fast. That's like super, super fast. I don't know how you did that. That's for me, that's enough time to read the clues, like not even put in answers, just read the clues. All right, today's theme in the Strands is get to work. Get to work. All right, are these like professions? Are these jobs? Oh my gosh, I think I see it. It is. Running late. That's funny. Oh, are these reasons you would be late? Detour? Like an accident? Or just traffic in general? Or just that you woke up late? Slept in? Oh, yeah, that's true. BTS Army. Oh, here. Closure. Get to work. Why are you running late? There's a detour. Closure. There's one. All the way around the bottom. Construction. Yeah, that one. That's overarching. They put that there for a reason. You didn't wake up to your alarm. Or the weather. Yep. Get to work. Why am I not at work? Because it's Saturday. Why am I not work? Why didn't I go to work the last 2 days? Because it's fall break. We got to enjoy time as a family. It was fantastic. It was very good. Yeah. Get to work. Why are you running late? Well, there's a detour. There's a closure. There's construction. I love construction. Takes up the entire space here. Your alarm didn't go off. Or the weather. Or you just didn't feel like it. It's funny. We're flying through these today. All right. Letterboxed. What's we got? Okay, try to solve in 5 words. So this is a pretty average puzzle. Thank you for your help yesterday. I feel like we were able to do the entire puzzle with 3 minds, right? It was Aranha came up with antique, and then I said, oh, wait, there's a Y. So I came up with antiquity. And then I remember, Callie, you came up with yowzer, which made it work. I love that you can do it in lots of different directions. I also love that in this live stream we can kind of do it together. Callie, have you done the puzzle today? Homophones and connections are hawk, Hawk. Oh, that makes so much more sense seeing it like that. Sell, peddle, and trade. Yes, hawk apparently means to sell. I have seen that word just in that context. You're in another mind space when you're trying to do the connections puzzle. And then the connections creator is going, ha, don't you see? Isn't that obvious? All right, trying to solve in 5 words. We got V, T, U, B, X, I, O, A, and N, S, H, and E. Okay, so S and H are on the same side, so we can't do SH words. We got an X, and we can't do like exit because X and I are on the same side. V, we got to use these up somehow. And there's an I and N, but no G. How are we using up the V, and how are we using up the X? There's no L. I was going to say like taxable. Or value. We could say value with an L, but there's no L. There's a word. Extensive. And it's a looping word, so we could put this at the beginning or the end, because it both ends and begins with E. I keep thinking of words that have an L in them. Tabulate. We can't do ATE. Can't do a word like habit because the B and the I are on the same side. Okay, I'm going to write this one down because I think it's a great word. After extensive research, and then what's left are the U, the B, A, O, and H. Oh, H and E are on the same side. I was going to say bathe to get us over to extensive. Shoot. I mean, it's a good starting point, I guess. And we need the OU. I can't get over to the E. Dang. Still need to use the U. Is that a word? Boothy? Bothy? I'm making up words over here, guys. Extensive. And then the French word for water. Oh. And it's not going to let me do that. Hmm. Okay, hold on. I think I have another word. What was it? Not a word. Shoot. All right. Okay, snub. And then we play our made-up word. Bothy? And then where did we go? Oh, then extensive. And then what? How about just something small to eat? Well, we're 1 under par. Maybe not the most efficient way to do this, but we did it. We did it. How'd they solve it yesterday? Yowza and Teeker. There you go. Well, apparently it's the way that Aranha did it. We did it a little bit different. I said antiquity and then Yowza. Now I've got to look up what Bothy. A small hut or cottage. What is a bothy? A bothy. Am I saying it right?
Bothy.
Bothy. Oh, excuse me. Bothy. Bothy is a basic free-to-use shelter often found in remote areas of Scotland, England, and Wales, intended for walkers, hikers, and other countryside users. Primitive shelters, typically unlocked and left for anyone to use, but they are maintained by volunteers, and users are expected to follow the Bothy code, which includes cleaning up and leaving the shelter as they found it. They're not bookable, and you should always prepare to camp as a backup in case it's full and you can't reach it. Bothy. Ooh, now I want to know, do Bothys have toilets? There are rudimentary toilets at a few Bothys only. Information can be found on individual Bothy pages. They have websites. Okay, well, apparently. Snub, Bothy, extensive, and then eat. Well, if you like the video so far, give this video a like. Consider subscribing, because we do this every day. Heck, if you have it, why don't you give this video a hype, too? That'd be fun. Yeah. All right, well, let's recap our answers. Let's start at the top, and we'll work our way back. I did not like the connections puzzle today. I had very minimal fun doing the connections today. Words before ball in sports. We got that one. Dodgeball, handball, pickleball, racquetball. I tried many different orientations of glide, to breeze through, to coast through, to float through, to skate through. But I also said to cruise through. Heck, I even put in there pedal, to pedal through. Didn't get it because prolific actors got in the way. I kept to cruise, and I should have gotten rid of it because Kevin Bacon, Nicolas Cage, Tom Cruise, and Harrison Ford was the blue category. And cruise, I kept cruise in the yellow category. This was a gotcha. I don't love the gotcha puzzles. Not my favorite. The gotchas. And then homophones of synonyms for vend. To sell, to hawk, H-A-W-K, hawk. To pedal, to trade, T-R-A-D-E, trade. And then the other thing that threw me off was bacon and hawk, like ham hock and bacon. This one got a 2 thumbs down, 2 thumbs way down. It was not my favorite puzzle. All right, and then Callie knew this one quicker than I did because he knew about the BTS Army faster than I could. It was over a minute longer than his record time. No, not quite a minute longer. It was 1 minute and 46 seconds, and I got it in 1 minute and 42. Not that it's a competition. We're all just having fun. Class for dummies, CPR dummies. Very clever. Fuzzy boot brand. What about Ugg boots. Metal sought by a miner. Or, you see that one in like every puzzle. Or, because it's a nice 3-letter word that has, vowels available. TSA pre-check. Me in Marseille. Moi. Et moi. Let's see. The Da Vinci Code author, Dan Brown. Haven't read it. I have a copy of it. Never read it. I should. Fan base of a major K-pop supergroup, BTS Army. World's fastest growing religion with nearly 350 million new observers in the past decade, Islam. Like a thick winter jacket, puffy, nice puffy coat. And then Ticketmaster purchases, I was going to say fees. Ticketmaster, 99% of what you pay for is fees. No, I'm just kidding. You do pay fees, and it's draining, but you do eventually get the seat out of that too. Taylor Swift made ridiculous amounts of money on her Eras tour. I bet the one that made the most amount of money was probably Ticketmaster. Tool in a grooming kit: a comb, helpful nuggets from experts, pro tips. Publish again as a magazine edition, reissue. Skyward gust of air, updraft. Record of the year or best new artist, Grammys. Millennials cohort, informally, Gen Y. They skipped a letter, right? No, they just call them millennials. And then Alfa Romeo, sporty Italian car. I hesitate to even show you my pips because it was embarrassing that it took so long. Yeah, this one, the threes, sure, but then there was another 3 here, another 3 here. This one had to equal 6, so I had to throw away one of my 3s. And then this one had to be the double. This one couldn't go here because it had to be even less than, less than 3. Lots of gotchas today. Lots of gotchas. This one we did in 1 minute and 39. Not much longer. I love that it makes like a tetramino going into the perfect spot for it in a Tetris board. Very clever. 12 and was 6 and 6. Bunch of 3s. It's a bunch of 0s. That one fell into place pretty nicely. And then the hard puzzle actually wasn't too hard today. The 8, this one was in a corner, so it had to be 6 and 2. This one is in a corner. It had to be 4 and 4, also equaling 8. It's funny. And then a bunch that added up to 29. Now, just yesterday we had one that added up to 30. There were 5 that added up to 30, so it had to be all the 6s. Well, this one, we were like prepped for it yesterday by having all 6s but 1, so there was a 5. Very clever. All right, and then the Wordle we got in 3 today. I started with the word great, and then place. Oh, you know what? I'm going to take a screenshot of that. That's so funny. Look at that. A great place you might refer to as a haven. A great place would be a haven. Oh my gosh, that is so that's really funny. I kind of love that. A great place is a haven. Oh, that's on another level. That's on another level. Oh, how funny. I like that. All right, and then we did our Strands puzzle. Get to work. Running late. If you're running late, maybe it was because of a detour you had to take. Or a road closure. Oh, boy. Or construction. Oh, and it takes forever to get around construction. Maybe you woke up late to your alarm. You didn't wake up to your alarm. I have multiple alarms. I have my get up. I have my no seriously get up. And then my oops, you didn't get up. And then I actually have a get out the door alarm. I have 4 separate alarms that I set in the morning just to make sure I'm out the door in a good amount of time. So, yeah, it's my get up. If you want, get up. Only a few minutes later, get up again. And it's like, fine, I'll get up. And then the third one is the oops, you slept through your alarm. Only a few minutes after that. Still enough time to get ready, but it's more panic time. And then my final alarm is you need to walk out the door right now alarm. And then, of course, the weather. You might run late because of the weather. All right. And then some goofy words today, but we made it work. We started with snub and then B for bothy. Did I say it right? Bothy. There, we said it right. Snub and then bothy. The E led to extensive to get rid of the X and the V at once. And then I just needed the A somehow at the end, one of the easier letters, so we just said eat. And now I am ready to go upstairs and eat. I don't know what I'll eat, but I'll eat something. I know I'll for sure drink more of this ginger tea that I made. Gotta love, ground up herbs and roots and things, and then you drink that and that makes you healthier. It's not scalding the back of my throat anymore. Don't you love it when you're not feeling great and you like scald the back of your throat? All right, well, good. If you like what you saw today, give this video a like. Consider subscribing because we do this every day. And I'll just show up right into your feed, and we'll have a good time. It's fun, right, to just do this in the background. I'm going to try and experiment tomorrow. I usually go live like early in the morning on Sundays. I'm going to try going early, or I'm going to try a little bit later in the day tomorrow. See if that pulls in a bigger crowd. Typically Sunday mornings I'm just talking to myself, because I don't know, people are getting ready for church. I don't know what they're doing on Sunday morning, but they're doing other things. So I thought it might be helpful instead to do that a little later. So I'll see how that changes my numbers today or tomorrow. You know what I mean. All right. Well, you guys are awesome. Thanks for a little bit of chat. Thanks, Callie, for coming on. I think he had to bail because he's on the road now. But, yeah, thanks for an awesome stream, and I will catch you on the next one. See you guys.